Stampers, this is Dawn from Stampin', and today we're going to talk a little bit about the Stampin' Trimmer. Stampin' Up! Has brought back by popular demand the replacement for the cutting mats. And this is the cutting mat. It slides right in here, so this is actually the cutting groove of our trimmer. So you can take this cutting mat out and clean it, and that's what I'm going to show you today. And they're also bringing back the scoring blades. Now you'll notice on this one I flipped it up, but on your trimmer you have the cutting blade, which is the darker blade, and then the lighter blade, which is the scoring blade. Stampin' Up! Has mentioned that the scoring blade will not wear out very quickly, if at all, because of this little metal ball that does the scoring. It's metal and it's not a blade, so I'm hoping the camera can pick that little tiny metal ball up. That's the part that does the scoring on your card. Okay, you've probably noticed that I use my bone folder quite often on my Stampin' Trimmer, so I just like I think it's just the deeper score line that the bone folder gives me than the scoring blade on the Stampin' Trimmer. But either way, I just wanted to touch base on the scoring blade. You don't have to replace that very often. I think it still comes available in 2 to a pack, so you'll have a spare if you lose it or if you do want to replace it. And the same with the cutting blades. They come 2 to a pack, and those are available now also. So right now we're going to clean our replacement cutting mat. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to use a baby wipe, and you'll need like a toothpick, or I'm going to use my paper piercing tool. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put this baby wipe over top of this cutting mat, and I'm just going to drag that baby wipe down the center of that track, and you can see there's glitter and there's dirt. That's what makes it kind of rough when the blade is cutting through that. If you got a buildup of the glitter and paper on that, I can even feel the glitter come off on my side of my cutting mat. I must use a lot of glimmer paper or something when I'm cutting. So I'm actually just using my fingernail. That works pretty good too. I don't know if you can hear that like I can. It's like I don't know, it's like grabbing the baby wipe. But you just make a few passes. You can actually see what I've gotten from my track right there. So if you want to clean it, just use a baby wipe and use your paper piercing tool and just drag it down the cutting groove. Now I want to show you here, I got a brand new blade. So this blade has not been used yet, so it's brand spanking new and it's really, really sharp. But I want to show you that if you take your blade and you set it right onto your track, the blade does not even touch the cutting mat at all. So what happens is when you're cutting paper and you know you get dust and paper, and then in my case glitter, up into that cutting track, and then that builds, and then your blade kind of gets jammed up on that. But it's not anything to do with the mat. So like I said, it's double-sided, so you can just flip it over, and then you can just clean it all at once once you flip it over to the clean side. So then you take your paper trimmer, and then you'll put your clean cutting mat back into your trimmer. Very nice. And then you're ready to go. Okay? So that's the quick tip for today. Thanks for stopping by. We'll see you later. Bye.